that a night where part you just got to tip your hat to the goalie on the other end?
I mean, he made some good saves, but power play's got to be better. A lot of chances tonight. I wasn't very good in the power play, so I take responsibility for that. But you get those chances, you want to create momentum. We gave it 20 shots, so didn't really give them much, even though they had some possession in our end. But would have been nice to capitalize on something in the third when it was 3-1, or just any power play throughout the game.
What was the difference just on the power play? I mean, just not crisp.
I mean, they killed pretty well. Give them credit, but couldn't connect 2 plays in a row, right? I know the other unit had some looks, but our unit was a little bit sloppy. So, want the timing to be better. Want I guess, the aggression and authority on the power play to go out and get it done.
Better these first 2 games on the trip. I don't know, anything that you see as far as what's happened or whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're in the game against Edmonton 3-3. Things kind of snowballed in the third. And then tonight, 3-0, you get it to 3-1. You're trying to generate something to make it a 1-goal hockey game. We had some looks. Spronger made a great play to me on the power play and have to bury that one. It's a good save by the goalie, but I kind of shot it back into him. So it would have been nice to bury that one. But, I still think we can maybe generate a little bit more offensively and just with our zone time, too.
Yeah, I actually thought we played pretty well tonight. Visiting building, thought Thatcher was awesome. It's a difficult team to play against, and it's a very good team. And I think, obviously, every point is critical, but as I've said a million times, it's just there's going to be bumps in the road. It's not going to be easy. Edmonton was a bit of a slap in the face, but I think that we were on the right track tonight. I genuinely believe that, and I just think that coming out of this game, beating ourselves up, I think we just got to stay positive and continue to grind and move forward.
Those 2 they got in the first period, what did you see from him?
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, didn't love my game tonight. I'll say that flat out, but that being said, I gave up 7 last game, and so for me, it was just about re-engaging, and then obviously, like you said, you give up 2 in the first, quick there, and it turns into a mental grind. And so obviously, I want to help the team, put a W on the board, put up 0 goals, but it's just a reality of the position, and just gotta grind through that. And like I said, you gotta make sure that it doesn't really snowball downhill. And I felt like I found a groove later in the game, and so I'm just gonna continue to work hard and move forward with that. And I thought the guys played great today.
Alex, how are you holding up right now? What is it, 16 or 17 out of 18 you've been in net? How are you doing physically and mentally?
Yeah, I feel good. It's just something that you can't even let yourself go there, I guess is the best way to say it. And it's all hands on deck right now. And like I said, I felt good the last 2 periods there. Probably definitely would have liked that 3rd goal, but it is what it is, and I'm just it's like I said, it's just we can't dwell on it, and we have to learn from it, of course, but we have to move forward, and we have 2 more critical games on this road trip, and a good Calgary team that works really hard. So I'm just going to continue to keep doing what I do and work hard. And like I said, I felt good towards the end of the game.
Everything you said something about frustration. You think you guys?
Well, it's a frustrating night in that you come in here, you limit a team like that to 21 shots, and I might be a handful of chances. I might have been up 6 chances all night long, and we just didn't generate enough offense. Obviously, going 0 on the power play stung. I don't know if it's so much execution. We just didn't finish, and probably you look back at a lot of this game, our inability to score on the power play our inability to generate 5-on-5 probably had a lot to do with Demko. When a guy's on like that, and you can feel it maybe a little harder with some offense, maybe a little harder around the net. But it's just, a little frustrating. Very tough part of the schedule, which we knew, and not many teams have gotten points in this Edmonton, Vancouver back-to-back, but just the difference in the two. Our offense was just buzzing the other night against Edmonton. We gave up too much. Tonight we defended pretty well. We just didn't generate enough. So we'll see how the guys respond. We'll get a good practice in tomorrow, and then opportunity in Calgary on Saturday.
You alluded to Derek, the power play. I mean, in the first period, especially 3 chances. I mean,
Huge.
what did you see or what didn't you see there?
Yeah, there's we did generate some looks. It's just that's a frustrating stretch, in that JT beats the goalie to the inside post. Obviously, it rings out, and then the next 2 shots go in. We find ourselves down 2-0. Not an ideal start. You get out of that first period, it's tough to evaluate. You don't think you played that poorly. You didn't give up a lot, but you find yourself down 2-0 to a really good team. So again, a little frustrating in that we did some pretty good things tonight, but as we're finding out, when you play these upper echelon, these top teams, there's a fine line between winning and losing. We're going to start flipping it starting Saturday.
Derek, you kind of alluded to it with some pieces a couple of days now. For Alex, all these games, do you think they're adding up a little bit?
I think so. I mean, he's played 18 of our last 19. Unfortunately, he got put in a pretty bad situation in Edmonton. So I think it's something we'll evaluate. Probably time to look at maybe giving him a rest and look at the big picture a little bit. But that's something we'll discuss as a staff in the morning.
Lyon talked about the importance of not letting this kind of snowball into something bigger. In your eyes, what does that look like? And for the players, what do you expect out of them?
A little more complete in our games. Again, we haven't had a 5-on-5 game offensively as good as we were in Edmonton a long time, and we put together a pretty good defensive game tonight. Just back to putting it all together. Get a chance to work on some things tomorrow, and lost some more details at times. A face-off play, end up with some D-zone. We got some looping in our D-zone, up some extended D-zone time. All that happened at 3-0. We kind of started chasing a little bit, which hasn't been us. Practice, get to detail some things out. Opportunity on Saturday.
I remember you said he didn't like the time of that break, just as the way you guys were rolling and going. I know it's only 3 games, but it's tough.
I can't really talk about the break. We had a phenomenal performance against Vancouver. Again, you're playing 2 teams that could easily win the Stanley Cup on the road. You have to be really exact with your game, and it's just against some of these sporadic holes in our game against teams like this. It'll get you. That's what happened.
Thanks,
Derek.